You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's doing well. Running a little late this morning, but we're here. Let's check in. I guess check in with the chat. See who's joining us this morning. Mr. Brad Boar beat Las Cruces in. Oh, maybe it disappeared. Maybe sometimes StreamYard does that, or YouTube does that when you comment. So it's look, Cruces did beat, but it disappeared. I got you. Oh, good morning, Boar. Phil is here. Las Cruces. Appreciate you guys being here. There were some. My wife is home today. She's off today. She usually works Sundays, but she's off today. And that's why I'm running late. We were just finishing up breakfast with some crispy hash browns. Manny's here. Good morning, Manny. Okay. Route 110 show was one of the, they do it like maybe once a month, I think, in like a VFW hall. Small little show, but great show. You can always find some deals, some good vendors. Got to visit it, I think, twice before I left. So good luck hunting there, Manny. I know you. Yes. No, actually, I was up early. I took the dogs for a walk this morning. Went on a nice long walk. Came back and got ready for the show. Showered and fixed my hair and makeup, and then. Like I said, my wife was home, so we had breakfast. So, Mike is here. Good morning, Mike. Appreciate you being here. DJ is here. Good morning. Hope all is well with you. I know you had a just recent move, so hopefully you're getting settled in the new place, new state too, right? New state, new place. I know that we did that about 10 months ago. Sal is here. Good morning, Sal. Appreciate you being here. Bleeker's here. Good morning, Nerd Holes. Very, very appropriate, I think. And Bleeker goes live this morning. He'll be hanging out with the crew over there at about an hour, 10:45 Eastern. He goes live, so definitely check that out. Part of the Sunday lineup. I'll have to check Instagram and see if Derrz put out the lineup today. I think. Pretty sure Legion of Comics will not be live tonight. He's got something going on personally, some stuff going on that he's got to take care of. So I think his show is the 8:30 show for him will be not be live this morning. So we'll see. Robert's here. Good morning, Robert. There he is, Mr. Derrz. He's been out hunting. I know. I know yesterday he's doing a IG claim sale. Very cool. Yeah, I know he picked up a bunch of stuff yesterday at his LCS. Some trade paperbacks and things like that. So hardcovers, so really cool. Let's see. All right, he's going live. The shop around 1 or 2. Very good. Troy's here. Good morning, Troy. Appreciate you being here. David's here. Good morning. Let's see. I think I got everybody. We'll if anybody else comes in the chat, we'll catch them up. But good morning. Yeah, everybody's saying good morning, everybody. So CBC Awards, we are less than a week away for the finalists to be revealed. Friday night, 8. We're going to go 8 p.m. Eastern. I originally had it scheduled for 8:30, but I was talking to DJ and he goes live at 9, so I don't want to interrupt his stream, so we pulled it back. We're going to start our finalist reveal at 8 p.m. Eastern this coming Friday, the 23rd. DJ's actually helping me put together. DJ not helping me. He's putting together all of the finalist videos. So I've already seen a few of them. It's a lot of work. We got 30 categories. 5 different finalists per category. So you've got 150. Potentially 150 different people that he needs to pull clips for and edit together. So DJ, big thank you to TJ for volunteering to do that and putting that together for me. Really takes a lot of work off of my plate. But yeah, so we've got those videos going, and we're going to reveal the finalist. What I can say about the finalist is that it's a good mix of some channels we've seen before. Certainly some new channels that have never been nominated before, which is always good to see. And some big channels that have never been nominated before, and some smaller channels too. So I think it's a good mix. Trying to think if there are a few channels or creators that have been nominated in a few different categories. So, there are some repeats, but for the most part, there's not somebody, we're not dealing with a Reggie Collect type situation. So, which is good. Somebody who's been nominated, 5 and 6 times. There are a few that have multiple nominations or multiple finalists in different categories, but sometimes that tends to happen with some of the bigger channels and things like that. So, but yeah, excited. I can't wait until Friday to be able to reveal everything. And then the voting will kick off that Saturday. So the 24th, I'll probably at the end of after we do the live stream and get all the announcements out, I will probably make the voting just live that, that evening. But it officially kicks off that Saturday, but yeah, so that's kind of the update on the CBC Awards. Like I said, just now it's the, now it's get the finalist votes and then really start to get together for the live show and start coming up with the ideas and things that we're going to do for the live stream in November. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Chicago Schultz, good morning. We are too, football for those football fans. Football season is fast approaching. We just we're in week 2 of preseason. And Chicago is our defending champion in our fantasy football league. So I've got a couple different leagues coming up. So if you're into football and fantasy sports, you've got a big couple weeks. So looking forward to that. We always have a fun time. I'm sure we'll be doing some live streams for the fantasy football stuff as well. Actually, we'll probably live stream the draft and do some updates. We've got a good group of community members in that league, and we have a great time. And the chat, which we have another little group chat going for that, and we have a lot of fun. So looking forward to that. Yeah, we shortened the time period between when nominations close and finalist voting begin. It's usually 3 weeks, but we trimmed it down to 2 weeks. So that's not a lot of time by the time, I get everything together. And so for DJ to put together, 30 different videos. So yeah, I sent him the list, I think on Sunday or Monday of this week. And he had already, I think by Wednesday, he had, a good chunk of the videos together already. So yeah, I don't question how he gets it done, but Pokehead Joe is here. Good morning, Joe. Appreciate you being here. I sent Joe something I found on, and I had no idea. I found a little, there was a reel and somebody was making a shield out of pineapple husk. And evidently pineapple husk can withstand a crazy amount of heat and temperature. I didn't know that. I had no idea. And so I thought when I saw that reel, I thought of Pocan immediately, like this could be a layer project. And so I sent it over to him and he replied like, yeah, I got to try that now. So who knew that? I mean, they had, I forget, they had like a blowtorch and they had this pineapple. And I know Phil will be excited. We're mentioning pineapple. But yeah, so who knew? I had no idea. So pretty interesting. So maybe we'll see that in an upcoming project. Yeah. Like I said, I had no idea that, pineapple husk would withstand that kind of heat. Kind of crazy. Yeah, so CBC Awards, that like I said, this is pretty much finalist on Friday. So looking forward to that. I'm sure you guys have seen this by now. Let me share it. There was some news that broke, I guess, on Friday. Let me share it here. So, Heroes Restoration. So, it's a cleaner and presser. It's evidently a pretty big business. I've never used them for cleaning and pressing, but I have heard of them, and I think they are, they've been featured on a number of channels. Comic Tom has featured them. Actually, Hero Restoration and Comic Tom were actually nominated in the CBC Awards for cleaning and pressing. I think in 2022, the second year, and so evidently his Hero Restoration business closed a couple years ago, or like last year, he filed for bankruptcy or something. But he still had a bunch of books that people had sent in and paid for, and so I guess that's really what got him in trouble. Was a lot of the books were prepaid, so he would take payment up front and then work on the books and send them. But the business was closed, and he didn't send any of the books back to anybody. And then he was selling the books, some of the books that he took in to work on eBay and to dealers and things like that. And so there's been this ongoing investigation. It's just funny that you actually, not funny, this whole situation isn't funny, but it's you typically don't see this type of stories in the news. But I guess that the fact that it was over $300,000 worth of comic books, and the fact that it's across multiple states, because I think the business was based in Colorado, Oregon, maybe Portland. But there were so many people that had sent him books in from other areas of the country, other states, that I guess it becomes, obviously some state lines, some different type of crime. So yeah, this was kind of all over the news. I saw a bunch of people on a bunch of YouTube channels mention it. Gem Mint actually mentioned it, did a video on it, because he actually had Hero Restoration on his channel some years ago. And so he was kind of just, kind of recapping his experience with it. So yeah, so some breaking news in the comic book restoration world, or cleaning and pressing world, I guess. Aggressively relaxing. Good morning. Yeah. It kind of made me think of, like Indiana Jones, right? There was in the one movie, he jumps in the refrigerator or something to shield himself from a bomb. So he should have jumped in, got in a pineapple, I guess. Canadian survivalist, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Ken is here all the way from Japan. Good morning, Ken. God is great. Good to see you. Yeah, they let me see. I'm a little behind on the chat. Yeah, comic collector geek covered it. Yeah, a bunch of people covered it. But yeah, I thought it was interesting because like I said, you typically don't see this type of stuff in the news. I guess, well, we have seen some stuff, right? There was the card show theft a couple months ago, or a month or so ago. There was the story about the sex trafficking in the San Diego Comic-Con. So and now this story came out. So yeah, I just figured I'd mention it if anybody had not heard about it. It was just interesting. And it seems like one of the books, I think, was an AF-15, potentially. So, some people have got some really big, valuable books that were, that they sent in and paid for and never got back. So, Hall, yeah, good morning, Nate. Appreciate you being here, stopping in. I know, too, the other big thing I saw all over Instagram, obviously, is Terrificon. That's the Connecticut show. It's up in Connecticut. It is at a casino. It is at, I'm trying to remember the name of the casino, Mohegan Sun. So Mohegan Sun is, there's two different casinos up in Connecticut, and then they've been hosting this show for several years at the one casino, Mohegan Sun. And it's a really nice place because you can stay at the hotel, at the casino, and then if you want to gamble, plenty of restaurants, things like that. I got to visit it 2 years ago for a day. Went up for the day, drove up for the day. It was about an hour and a half ride from my house, but I know there's a big chunk of the community there. A bunch of the Canadian guys came down too, Black Crown, Ozzy, a few others that came down from Canada. And a pretty good chunk of people from like the Northeast are there as well. I know Cliff was there, Pressable Defects, Three Men in the Basement, a bunch of people. So a lot of stuff on Instagram about that, and I'm sure we'll be seeing all of the haul videos and the show recap and floor stuff in the next week or so. So pretty cool to yeah, he was actually on with Comic Tom several times. So Robin is here. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. A little SpongeBob reference. Let's see. Let me catch up on the chat. Make sure I'm not missing anything important here. Yeah, and that was the thing that Jem Mint said about it. What's the guy's name? I'm drawing a blank on the guy's name. I don't know if they have it in the article. Where is it? Michael DeChillis. Yeah, a lot of people, had posted that. That was one of the things that Jem Mint had mentioned, that I guess the video, he had him on his channel, and that video generated a lot of, referrals for his business. But it was interesting. There was a lot of chatter on the CBC boards about it. And so it's kind of been all over the place. So Chop is here. Good morning, Chop. Appreciate you being here. Zach is here. Good morning, Zach. Zach, part of our fantasy football league as well. Yeah, so an unfortunate event, and then hopefully now obviously that they've got law enforcement involved, and I know a number of people mentioned on the CGC boards that they were in touch with the detectives working the case, and so hopefully the anybody involved in the case can get their books back or get, some of their money back or whatever. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Nothing, David, nothing wrong with that. I question some of the time that I spend on social media for sure. I'm trying not to add more to that. Right. Yeah. You just, nothing wrong with reading the stories for sure. So, yes, football season is almost here. Let the twitching begin. Well, yeah, I couldn't catch the Giants preseason game yesterday. It was blacked out in my area for some reason. I don't know why. But I saw the highlights of Danny Dimes throwing 2 interceptions. So not good. Not a good first impression when you come back from an injury. So yeah, that was from I think that broke like 2 years ago or 2 weeks ago. And that was evidently there was some lawsuit that was filed like 5 or 6, 7 years ago, and it finally came. Finally got settled. And I don't know the details of that one. I saw the headlines though, and I know a few people were talking about it. And I think it just kind of piles on to some of the things that CGC has been going through. Right, they've had some recent issues there in the last 2 years. So, oh no, Chop didn't get his win. Thank you. Yeah, no, it was preseason, so it didn't. I actually was out. We were out and about, and when I came home, I thought I had it recorded, but it didn't. It was blacked out. So, oh wow, okay, yeah, I know the Giants were on Hard Knocks. It was only 5 episodes. I thought it was going to go on a little bit longer. They kind of just covered the free agent period and the draft, and then that was it. They didn't really go into any more. Then I guess Chicago's picking up. So don't get too. It's only the preseason. But yeah, no, you always you definitely want to. You definitely want to. You want to start well. You want to play well. I saw that. That made big news, right? The behind the back pass he made. Yeah. 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 I don't think the teams like to be, in the age of social media, right? When you kind of open up the, behind the scenes stuff, sometimes that can work against you. I know there was a lot of stuff with the Giants. Barkley was Saquon Barkley, who left and went to Derrz's Eagles. There was a lot of chatter about the Hard Knock stuff with him because he left the Giants and signed somewhere else. So CatFan is here. Good morning, CatFan. Hope you are feeling better. I know you've been dealing with some of the crud over there, so hope you're feeling better. Hopefully we'll get you back this week. Some daily comic and collectibles. So, yeah, I mean, I had some of the other games on yesterday in the background, and yeah, there was the one thing that not drives, but I mean, it's just you hate to see it. So many big injuries in preseason. So hopefully everybody stays healthy. Phil is here. Good morning, Phil. The other Phil. We've got a lot of Phils. Got 3 Phils. Let's see. Northwest Georgia. Yeah, well, I'm about 45 minutes from Augusta, so I'm not that far. The Legion of Comics is in that area. ABX Comics and Games. It's about a 45-minute drive from my house. So where is it? Where I saw it? It's Cliff. Cliff is here. Good morning, Cliff. We were mentioning Terrificon just a little bit ago. Hope you're having a great. I saw some stuff on IG. Look like you guys are having a great time. Hopefully, it's been a good show. Some good creators there too. Who did I see? Chris Claremont. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. It looks like there's a pretty good, a bunch of creators there. It doesn't look like. I mean, from some of the photos I saw on IG, it doesn't look like was too crowded. Usually Saturday is the busiest of the 3 days. So hopefully it's you're having a good time. Yeah, it definitely is. HBO definitely does a good job, producing that show for sure. But yeah, it makes you wonder, like, what's going on behind, how much of that stuff do the football teams actually want out? So, because a lot of it made the news, you saw it on articles and things about the Giants. So Casino's here. Mike, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Kenneth is here. Good morning, Kenneth. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Okay, here's some of the creators that are there. Bagley, okay. Simonson, yep, yeah. Uh-oh, did Cliff have a dental issue? Barry, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. What did I wanted to check. Let's see if Mr. Derrz put out the Sunday lineup here. Yeah, I guess Big B McFly is there as well, right? So he's all the way there from, because he's out on the West Coast. I think he's in like Portland area too. You got a bunch of guys there. Let's share this. So here is the Sunday night line, or Sunday, I shouldn't say night, Sunday lineup, right? We're Breakfast with Brian now. We got Bleecker Street at 10:45. 3 p.m. you've got Into the Comiverse with Tony. Definitely go check that out. 5 p.m. Council of Comics. I'm going to be joining them at 5 because I know Cliff is away, so I'm going to be jumping in to talk Spider-Man. 5:30 you've got the Merry Monday mail call. It's Monday in Australia at that time, so definitely go stop in and hang out with Dave from only 35 cents. Sunday sesh at 6:15 today. Then you've got 7 p.m. you got Kicking It with K-pop, Night of the Chinchillas. So definitely check that out. And then, like I said, pretty sure Legion is going to be not streaming this week because he's got some family stuff going on he's got to take care of. And then at 10 p.m., not 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern, Trev and Mike will be hanging out tonight. No Black Crown either because he is at Terrificon. So you'll have a little bit lighter of a Sunday evening, but definitely go check out those shows today. Make sure I'm not missing. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's the one. I can't stand dentists. It's and anytime you get work done, it never feels, your teeth never feel good for days, and yeah, just never fun. So hopefully that works out for you. Yeah, never good, especially if you're in pain and it doesn't. Yeah, no worries. 10 p.m. We know Mike and Trev go live at 10. And there he is, Trev showing up. Good morning, Trev. Appreciate you being here. All right, let's see. Let's give away a duck from everybody who so there's 2 ways you can get a duck every week. We do a hashtag. We'll do that a little bit later in the show. And then if you leave that same hashtag in a comment at the end of the live stream, you get a chance next week at winning a duck. So here is everybody who left a comment from last week. We got CatFan Comicsman, Las Cruces, God is Great, Trev, the Shipping Guru, Dagger Cards, Manny, the Hobgoblin Collector, Three Good Nerds, Adventurous Joe, and Kenneth Bird. So good luck to everyone on that. Let's clear this, set it for 30 seconds. We'll shuffle, and good luck. Who's it gonna be? You never want to lead early in a duck race. Cash and Dad, good morning. Hope you're doing well. How did the Seahawks do? Did they win? Did they win their preseason this weekend? All right, we've got 5 seconds left. I see who's the green? Manny. Manny's coming out of nowhere. Manny, let's see the photo finish here. Manny, God is great. Trev, the shipping guru. Manny, the winner. Congrats, Manny. All right, Mike. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. Looking forward to seeing some video. You know, the if you know, because you got to check out Casino Comics. He does some rants. He works in a casino, and he shares some interesting stories of some of the casino goers. So you definitely need to go check that out. Writing down Manny's name. Congrats, Manny. And let me do that too. Let me get the hashtag set up for this week. We've got a nice stack of books that we're giving away. I posted them up on the community tab. And also posted up the books that we're giving away for our members as well this month. So if you want to go check out the books, you can go check out the community tab and see the books. But we stack 5 books every week, and at the end of the month, we'll do the drawing for the winner of the whatever book. So this month, I think we've got 4 Sundays in the month, so we pull 5 books a week. So there'll be a stack of 20 at the end of the month that one lucky winner will take home. Let's see. All right, we're gonna do. But let's do that. We'll continue with the giveaway information here. Let's share it. So since we're going to reveal the finalist on Friday, we'll use the hashtag finalist. So Joffrey's here. Good morning, Joffrey. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ultimate Spider-Man has been really good. Let me see if I have the issue here. I don't think I do. Yeah, I feel like it's the Spider-Man story or Peter Parker story that most longtime readers of Spider-Man want, right? He's married, and they've introduced enough wrinkle into the story. So he's married with kids. He's married to MJ. He's got kids. I think most Spider-Man readers and fans of his want him that way. And the interesting twist on the story is that he becomes Spider-Man at a much older age. And so the things that he was learning to do as Spider-Man as a teenager, now he's learning as he's in like his mid 30s or early 30s, and he's got a wife and kids. And so I think it's been by far my favorite story that I have read since I've been back collecting over the last 3 years. Probably my favorite Spider-Man story, easily my favorite Spider-Man story. So I did pick up each issue 1 of the other Ultimates, Black Panther, X-Men. What other one am I thinking? But I didn't continue with them. I'm trying to keep the pull list, slim and trim. And so I'm really only reading Ultimate Spider-Man and then the Ultimates as well. I've been picking up. So yeah, I can't recommend that enough. If there's one, if you want to read a Spider-Man story, Ultimate Spider-Man is definitely the one to read for sure. And I know Trev will be, Trev is excited about that because Trev's a big Spider-Man guy. Yeah, X-Men, right? Yeah, X-Men and Black Panther. Yeah, I picked up, like I said, I think I picked up at least issues 1 of those series, but I didn't want to I didn't want to continue with reading all of them, but I've heard they've been pretty good. I've heard good good things. So maybe it's the fact that they can maybe do something a little bit different with the characters that they can't in the main universe. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think Ultimate Spider-Man, for any long-time reader of him and Peter Parker, is this is how you wanted to see the story evolve, and we finally gotten it. So yeah, right. And that's always I guess it's like with What If, you can take some chances and do some things, right? And so the Ultimate Universe gives you that, that ability, the writer, the ability to kind of take some chances with the storyline and do some things differently. But the thing about Ultimate Spider-Man is that it's basically it's all the same universe of characters. We haven't seen any like new characters there, but they're kind of just being portrayed in different roles within the Spider-Man universe, right? So it's been good. It's been good. Yeah, I didn't read the first Reign, so and the artwork was a little bit out there for me, so I did, like I said, trying to keep the pull list, keeping costs down so I can pick up some back issues. I didn't pick that up. I figured I'd just read that, digitally once it comes up on the Marvel app. So, Ultimates has been good. It's tying into the overall storyline, so there's a little bit of crossover. Obviously some crossover. Twilight was really good. Again, another different take, futuristic take on the Avengers. Yeah, that was really good. Madam's here. Good morning, Madam. Appreciate you being here. Hope all is well with you and the family. Cup is here. Will. Good morning, Will. Let's not talk Giants football or Daniel Jones. Was that a new Shocker in Ultimate? I wasn't sure. Yeah, that was an interesting storyline with Shocker and Spider-Man when Spider-Man first encountered him. That was pretty funny. All right, we got 21 out of 22 entered. Let's run this. Good luck to everybody who's getting our next duck. Couple comics, Will. Very nice. Congrats. We got Manny and Will. Like I said, just leave the hashtag finalist in a comment at the end of the video, and you'll get a chance at a duck next week. Oh, the box. Watch my back. Watch my back. All right, let's find 5 books. We'll do right in the middle. We got 1. We'll go 2. 3. We do. We'll take the 3rd from the back and 3rd from the front. Let's see what we got. What are we adding to the stack? Clobbering Time number 2. Little thing Wolverine on the cover there. Very nice. Man of Steel number 1. This was the John Byrne, right? John Byrne series. We've got Mythos Ghost Rider #1. We've got Siege Society #1. And then last but not least, the Image Comics this is Reality Check #1. So those are the 5 that we're adding to the stack. We've got 15 books so far. We'll grab 5 more next Sunday, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, next Sunday will be the last Sunday of August. So we'll grab 5 and then we'll give them away to one lucky winner next Sunday. Boggs is here. Good morning, Boggs. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Yes. There's a few people that need a reality check, Trev. Is that? I understand. Let's see. Couple books I read. I haven't read this yet. It's in my next book. My next book to read. Venom War Spider-Man. So interested to find out what's going on here, right? So the symbiote is going back to Peter Parker. He wants to go back to his original host. So interested to haven't read it yet. So and I know there's this whole Venom War storyline that's going on, but I'm going to try to avoid picking up all of those books and just stick with this. I think this is a 3-issue tie-in. So if anybody's read this, let me know what you thought. Drac is here. Good morning, Drac. I know Drac was hanging out yesterday at Retro Rocket, selling some of his artwork. I don't know. Hopefully that went well. I didn't catch Chris's stream, but yeah, interested to hopefully that went well for you guys. Looked like I saw a little bit of the preview on Instagram. It looked like a great day. It looked like a bunch of people were hanging out. So yes. Definitely understand. I can understand. I can relate to that. But a few books I did read this week. Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is issue 23. So I guess Blood Hunt is wrapped up now. And Miles was a big part of that storyline. And he was, infected or turned into a vampire. But then I think Doctor Strange put a spell on him to help him not turn into like a full vampire. So he's kind of dealing with that, and it's messing with some of his powers. So interested to see where this goes, but I hope they don't, I hope they're not looking to keep Miles a vampire or this hybrid for too long. I don't know. Zeb Wells has done a really good job with this storyline so far, but there's been at least two crossover events, or 3, that keep crossing over into Miles and messing with his main story that he's trying to write with Miles. There was something with Carnage that crossed over for a few issues, and then now the Blood Hunt. So interested to see, this kind of get back to normal, because it's been really good. Zeb Wells has done a really good job on the writing, and the artwork has been really good. Vincini. I'm not good with names, but that's been really good. I don't know if anybody else is continuing to read that, but it's been good. Yeah, is that the remnants of the the hurricane that was going through up the coast? I guess I'm assuming that's why you guys are getting some crazy weather up there. Well, good. That's good, Zach. I'm glad that has not happened. Let's see, Geiger. Geiger. This is issue 5. This continues to be good. I think out of the 3 Ghost Machine titles that are out right now, Geiger, Rook, Exodus, and Redcoat, I think this is kind of the most. This one is the kind of the most straightforward story. It's kind of simple in its writing or storytelling. You've got some people that are after Geiger, and he's been kind of dealing with that, and so but it's been enjoyable. And this one kind of pulls at the heartstrings of any pet owner. He's got a pet dog that's involved, and is kind of his sidekick, his companion, and so some stuff goes on in the story. But yeah, it continues to be good. I always find this to be a quick read of the 3. Redcoat, I find there's a little bit more story and history that's tied into Redcoat, and then Rook is pretty. It's futuristic, so maybe there's some things you're trying to understand a little bit. But Geiger has pretty much been straightforward as it goes. Really? No. Did I say Zeb Wells? I meant I had Zeb Wells on the brain from Amazing Spider-Man. This is Cody Ziegler, who's writing Miles. He's done a really good job. Cody Ziegler actually did a few issues of Amazing Spider-Man early on in this run or late in last run. So I'm sorry. I think I messed that up. This is Cody Ziegler. He's been good. Zeb Wells has not. So, oh, that's not good. That's never good. A leak is never good. Yeah, I agree. Right? It's a kind of a quick read, a simple read, and I like that. Right? I don't want to read too many overly complicated stories. So having kind of Geiger just kind of straightforward and simple to understand makes life easy. Yeah, that's never good. A roof leak is never good. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I messed it up. I had Zeb Wells on the brain. It's Cody Ziegler that's writing Miles, and he's done a really good job. And like I said, even with all of the events that have been he's had to deal with and kind of take him off his main story, he's done really good. Well, madam, I hope that works out. That's crazy. Yeah, never good. Never good when you have a we're getting like a flash dance cosplay going on with the water. Yeah, I think that would. Maybe just MacGyver it. Get some bubble gum. That always bubble gum and a paper clip. And what else did he use? Just give that a shot. So this is the last book I read this week. This is Amazing Spider-Man 55. This is Zeb Wells. John Romita on cover art, but there was a who is the artist on the interior? I thought the interior work was really good. Let me see who this is. I forget the artist's name. Filling in. Emilio Lacio. But really, I enjoyed the artwork. Really good Spider-Man. So that was a nice change. And this is kind of just a filler issue. But, artwork was solid. But kind of a filler issue. Zeb Wells is working on his last story arc. It's going to be involving Tombstone. Tombstone is coming after Spidey. And so that's going to kind of be Zeb Wells' last arc before we have the new writer Joe Kelly take over. So this was kind of just a filler issue. Peter was going out on a date with a new girlfriend, or new lady in his life, and it's kind of just a filler issue. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. It's always good to get back to just some normal Peter Parker stuff and not have some crazy storyline. So this was a pretty good read. Interested to see how Zeb Wells' run finishes up. We'll see. It hasn't been very good. It's been very inconsistent. So we'll see. It should, right? I mean, you'd have to submit a claim and jump through all the paperwork, but yeah, it will. It should cover. And just why did the roof randomly start leaking? I guess that's the question, right? Yeah, I'm not sure that would be covered. Tony's here. Good morning, Tony. And Tony will be live this afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern. Definitely go check out Tony. Ronnie Boy, good morning. Or not morning for you, but thanks for being here with us in our morning. Yeah, you definitely need to read the fine print in the insurance policy for sure. So, but yeah, that's what I got. That's what I've read so far this week. Like I said, I do have a couple other books I need to read. Spider-Man related, Venom War, and then Spider Society. I picked this up. We'll see. The one thing about these Spider-Verse titles is typically there's so many characters and so many different things going on. It's sometimes tough to follow some of the storylines because it's just there's so many characters involved. But we'll see. I'll give it a shot. I thought this was a pretty good cover with all the different variations of Spider people on the cover. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So who knew the big news of the morning was going to be all the leak in Madam's bedroom? Who knew? Right? Yeah. Right. Maybe the Spider people need like their own island. Maybe we can send them to. We'll come up with their own island, and we can send them off their place to live. Spider City, yeah. But yeah, I think that's all I got for you today. Like I said, CBC Awards next Friday. We're going to be showing off all of the finalists, revealing all of the finalists. Though I do want to mention all of the channel members. Appreciate everybody who is a channel member. Like I said, I do have a community post out to show you what we're giving away. So big shout out to all the channel members: Trev, Dr. Von Hoot, Rob Fatstacks, Comic Vet, IzzyVerseNYC, Comic Bookworm, Collecting with Derrz, CatFan Comicsman, JD Hobby, Fanboy Prime, Comics by the Bay, Joshua Anderson, Philtastic Comics and Art, Comiverse, Gene Malo, Madam Blaster, Jimmy G Comic Guy, Remy Q Studios, ABX Comics and Games, Ryan Riley, still only 35 cents, Kingdom of Nerds, Jack B Comics, Ben Compton, Legion of Comics, Boar, and Canadian Survivalist. Appreciate all of the channel members. Their links are in the description if you want to check them out. I'm sure you're familiar with that list of community members. So Trev would not be picking up Spider City if it was a thing, or nor would he visit. All right, Mike, have a great weekend. I'm sure we'll see you hanging out at some of the other streams today. We try, madam. We try to help wherever we can. But yeah, so have a great rest of your weekend, rest of your Sunday. Go check out some of the other streams that are going on, Bleecker Street. Yeah, but good luck, madam. Hopefully it's a quick fix. Yeah, hopefully it's nothing too serious and you can get it fixed. So yes, that's right. 5 p.m. talking the original Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. Looking forward to that. But yeah, have a great rest of your weekend. Let's see. What are we going to leave you with? Since it's going to be a celebration on Friday when we announce the CBC Award finalists, why don't we celebrate with Dr. Von Hoot's dancing skills? Have a great weekend, everybody.
From the spiral dimension.